Hey, this is Chris, and we're marching our way through the history of art and how there's art in art history. It's not art history and periods of art, it's the artists that make art history. And one of the amazing things, and there's quite a few with Raphael, but a lot of them deal with painting, and I'd rather deal with that in another actual painting video. But drawing wise, there's a term that artists use today. It's a big photographic term, and that's called a radial line. Do you want someone to enter your painting or not? And the first one to do it that I really see excel at this is done slightly and with a little subtlety, and that's Raphael. He's a early Italian Renaissance from Florence, 1480 to somewhere around 1520. And let me show you what a radial line does and maybe go into it from there. So the first thing you notice is that there's this red outfit here. Now you have to excuse the drawing, I just scribbled it in. And there's this red ribbon, and you've got the color red right here. So that's where he wants you to look. Now, if you notice, the people down here are also in the color red. So our eye is going from the red color, and this girl's red here, up to here as if we're following this line. So it's make little arrows, follow the bouncing ball or follow the yellow brick road, because Raphael is saying, go this way. Then it comes out, and now this angel also has red, so we're going this way. Oh, where are we looking? Oh, the crucifixion, and he's on the cross. And I actually think there's a little red on his clothes in here. I don't know if the brown color that's in the red family is to tie it together, or just happens to be they use transparent colors, and burnt sienna has red in it and it's very orange and it goes that way. But if you keep going, the red in the blood from the hand is definitely that. And then this angel has red in her wings in a few areas as you come marching your way down. And now you have, looks like Mary in red right here, and then probably John the Baptist, John, or the Apostle Paul, John, with the red there. So a radial line leads you where to look. Now, I'm going to jump a little bit and leave this, and I'm going to jump out of here because I can't leave you with just that. Let me show you how artists today in photography and some of the artists in the 1850s, 1880s, like John S. Sargent, used radial lines to allow you into the painting, to pull you into the painting. Now, before I do that, I'm not saying you do this for every painting, because sometimes you're doing a portrait who someone is saying, I'm not letting you into my personal life. I'm not letting you into this space. Then you can't use a radial line. It won't feel like them. This is just a tool that you have to decide, am I welcoming you into the painting or am I not? So as I go to some of these paintings, quite often, like with Sargent, I've seen things where I'll do a lot of little ones. Sargent paints this scene kind of at dusk. Those are trees, if you didn't know. Those are trees. And then he has this red grouping of flowers, and it usually comes off the edge of the page at the bottom. See, there's your welcome map. Step this way and go this way, right there. And then this red thing of flowers kind of take you through the journey on the painting. Another famous one of Sargent's, and I'm hoping I have it in my folder, and I do. Yes, I do. Okay, another famous one of his is his version of the boating party. There's a house here, way off into the distance. That's a house. And then there's a red boat, and there's a lady standing here, and she's blending into these almost orange trees. Those are trees. And then, okay, so if this is a lake, I can't get there. This is a party that I'm not allowed into. And Sargent said, yeah, here, you need to walk on water. That's okay. If you're not that guy from 2,000 years ago, what if I put you a red boat right here? And then here's the red boat. And now you travel on the boat, walk across and come here. There's a radial line at its best. Another painting by Sargent, and he has this house up in the, looks like Switzerland, and these rough house and all this stuff. and he's got this stuff or whatever it is. And then you'll notice he's got this wooden walkway, and it's doing this, and it's basically saying, if, you know, the only way you're getting to this house with this huge drop off, you know, and this whatever it is out here is to walk on the path to get to the house. It's quite common for a painting where you have this landscape and a scene, and that's a landscape, those are mountains. And then you might have a meandering river come through, and you're saying, come this way. Another way that you'll see it is in Sargent's painting of the Boyd children, the 4 kids in the room. So he's got one kid here. He has another one here. And he has 2 of them here. And he has this half of an urn and a red triangle that's literally 4 feet at least. Okay, so how does he harmonize, and what's he doing? Well, here's it is. It's a carpet that goes like this, and it goes this way. And so he's bringing us to the bottom of the page with this girl and the carpet. So here's the carpet coming off the page, and it's taking us to this girl. Notice the huge space above her. That makes her look younger. Even though her pose makes her look older, she's still a young kid, and Sargent recognized that. And then you got the 2 kids sitting here, and he's bringing us across to them. And somehow he's got to get us to this side of the room, and he sticks a 4 or 5 foot piece of red material here. This painting is actually against about the massive size and the separation of the kids. Forget that. How is he doing it? He's using a radial line to allow us into the room. There's scenes from Venice where he has boat after boat, and you're walking on the boats to cross the water. So the question is, can you use a radial line to welcome me into the scene, to allow me to be part of Carnation Lily Lily Rose with the flower lanterns and everything? Or is this closed off and you're not allowing me in? There's not a right or wrong answer. There's only your answer. Radial line, and it starts with a guy named Raphael. I'm doing the math in my head. 1480 to 1520. I think he dies at 39 or something. And I don't know if that was 39 years, so don't do the math.